Yeah, I think this is an important scene to look at because it looks like very much in Blue's favor right now. So we'll
Mhm.
start to see like how this sort of breaks down. But yeah, Snail Blue side, Warrior count even, and they're getting some berries in right now. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens.
Yeah. So gold moves almost immediately to start ledging,
Yeah,
right? And that's what a Bob team wants is the early threat, the threat of berries to cause early overreach. Um, two berries on day is not terribly threatening. So the warrior needs to keep an eye on it, but it doesn't really need to be. This is not the time to trap a warrior on ledge,
yeah,
and so because gold abs went into the hive, they had to try and outfight a speed warrior on the way out, and unfortunately they got popped right there.
mm,
Right. Good chance they could have gotten out, but in this particular case, blue executed their game plan. So now gold is down one warrior. They almost, I think they're looking like they're going to lose the third, but the third might get out in
yeah.
time.
Let's
Yeah,
take a look.
yeah, they do. Oh no, they do lose the third warrior. All right, now gold needs to get up someone, and now those berries are suddenly looking very threatening.
Yeah, yeah. And I do want to point this out too, where changes in game state, what I see between like high level and like mid level, low level play a lot of times is recognition of how quickly a game state changes, and then your the time efficiency there is in reacting to that game state change.
Mm-hmm.
So what you'll see here is like Gold Queen reacts almost immediately to their warrior going down to try to get up more warriors. A lot of times, what I see in this sort of situation for like maybe newer queens is panic to uh, um berries being run in, and they'll stay in the hive maybe like 2 to 5 to 10 seconds too long in order to just
Mm-hmm.
try to kill a couple of berry runners, and then all of a sudden warrior the other team gets maybe another warrior up, and then they're able to lock you out a lot quicker. The recognition of this state right now is there's only one warrior. You should be able to get up your other warriors at this time, but any sort of delay in recognizing that you have to get up warriors means that blue is going to entrench their position, and it's going to be much harder for you to break this game state. So
Yeah.
recognizing of when you need to ledge, when you need to go do something else, when you need to pop the snail. It's not just about making the decision; it's about how quickly you make the decision. And
Yeah.
in this situation, they made it really quickly, which makes it a little bit easier for them to get warriors up.
Yeah. And this is where we definitely see the experience come into play, right? This is
Yeah,
a queen who just like immediately recognized that they need to get warriors up, stays there to defend their warrior getting up, kills a speed warrior in the meantime, and now blue is in a similar situation where they need to get warriors up,
yeah,
except they have also lost. It's a two warrior swing, right? Like
yeah,
gold got a warrior and they lost a warrior.
yeah,
So now blue is also getting people up. So it's going
yeah,
to be back to even a little bit.
yeah,
But blue did manage to run a couple berries in the meantime.
yeah. One situation that I think is important to point out too is what you see at a high level games too a lot of times is a really good speed management in terms of like speed warrior management. In a situation like this, I would be calling pretty hard to try to get up a speed warrior, because getting stuck with three vanillas is not the best, especially on day, which is such a heavily military important game. So this what I'm guessing happened was there was a little bit of panic on the gold side of they were wiped. All of a sudden, the Warriors start to get up. But right now, it's not a precarious position for gold on a Warrior standpoint, right? Like blue just got wiped, but they got one Warrior back up. You just got two of your Warriors up. At this point, like you really need at least one speed, especially when there's no pressure on getting that speed Warrior up.
Yeah.
So going vanilla here, I think is one of those things that will separate like being able to control the map and then just playing very defensively.
Yeah. And it's also important to call out that someone is that you need speed at that time.
Yeah,
Someone needs to recognize it. And both warriors need to stay relatively safe until that happens, right?
yeah,
They don't need to be And in this case, they can remain safe pretty easily. There's no real threats on the board yet. Once, like, in a more crowded map, right, like where getting speed is a risk, then it's a little harder. But in this case, it's like it's pretty easy decision. Just send gold stripes up for speed.
Yeah, speed's free at this point.
Mm-hmm.